Hello guys, good day and welcome to this video. My name is Joshua Oladele. In this video tutorial, I'll put you through on how to create this flyer design on Coreldraw. Okay, so open up your Coreldraw, then click on Get Started. Create a new document. I will call this Maltina flyer design. You can call it whatever you want. I'll be providing the same resources. Then make it RGB. RGB means red, green, and blue. Okay. Then CMYK means cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. If you be printing your design, make sure your primary color mode is in CMYK. And if you're not printing it, make sure it's in RGB. And so I'll be using a custom setting for the page size. Then 5 by 5 inches is okay for me. Now you can make the resolution 300 dpi. I click on OK. So will provide the same resource I used for this. Then I import the resources. Okay, so this is my background. So what I'll do is I'll first of all create a box inside this frame and make it white color, and I remove the outline. Okay, so I can increase the size of this background that I imported. Don't bother about the background. I'll send you the picture. Let me undo it. So I'm going to power clip this background. Control and shift page up. Okay. Every of the command I'm pressing on the keyboard, just make sure you see it here by your right. Okay. So you can be able to get it. So you right click, then click on power clip, then we put it inside just to make sure that the background is in the middle of frame. Okay, so you double tap on it, or what you can do is you right click, then click on edit power clip. So immediately you click on edit power clip, it's going to take you inside the power clip box, and you can see what's inside. Okay, kindly take note that whatsoever it's outside of the frame you've created will not show. So make sure that you try to balance that together. Okay, so this is what we have here. Then what you can do is you can right click, then click on finish editing power. Click on finish editing power. But some other time, let me go inside by double tapping on that same box. What you can do sometimes is that you can just click on control, then click outside of this box somewhere around here, then click on it, then just click outside immediately. All right. Okay. So what I would like us to do next is to import the Maltina images. So what I did was, excuse me, let me put you through. What I did was I pressed Control I, then you select it, then click on import. Then you can just easily drag it gently, okay? Then click on P to make it in the middle. You can increase the size a bit. You can increase the size of the Maltina can bottles rather. So you can increase size a bit. So what I would like us to do next is to import the water as a water background. So you just right click, so rather left click, then just drag it. So you can see I'm having this kind of bubbles background. So what I can do to make it show on the other side is to just press on Control D. If I click on Control D, it's going to duplicate the same water splash, that water bubble. Okay. So I would like to rotate the position like this, just like this. Then increase the size of this other one. Then try to adjust it this way. Can you see that? Okay. So what we'll do is to right click, then click on power clip, then put it inside. you can see that it's saying the object you selected is invalid, meaning that it was not able to select the box. It was that other bubble that I was selecting. Click on no. So what you can do now is just try to shift this away from it, then come back to it, right click, power clip, then inside this box, that's what we are going to have. So some of that time you don't need to do all this stress. You could just drag it, then click on W. Immediately it's going to be inside. Do you see that? Let me undo it. So just drag it. Immediately you are coming to the window, just click on W. It's going to go inside, going to power, go inside. Then just click on alternate. Click on alternate, then left click. You can easily select the image inside the object, inside the frame. Then you drag it outside like this. Okay. So immediately you are done with that again, you can try to adjust it to suit whatever you want. Then the next thing I want us to do is to import the icons I use for this design. So this is the first one. You can put it this way. They want to send this to the back. I don't want this to be showing at the front. I want it to be showing as part of the background. Okay. So what I would like us to do is that we just click on Control Page Down. Can you see that? And just drag it a little bit so that it can be obvious, and make it to the side. Try just make sure that it suits what you want. Okay. Okay, can you see that? Then you right click again, then power clip inside this box. Then I'm going to let me import another one. You can import another one, you can decide to just duplicate that one. Okay, but it will be better to duplicate it so that you get the same size. Control D to duplicate, then you drag it to this other side slowly, then you flip it to the right, then you drag it a bit so that it will be far, then control, then outside of this box, just to get outside of the frame of the power clip object, then you can see what we have now. Okay, so I want us to have a bit shadow, a bit shadow of the bottle, that Maltina bottles, the bottles and the can. Okay, so what I want us to do now is that I just duplicate this again, Control D, then you drag this down, then you flip it up, you mirror it to the top. Okay, so you come to this side and just try to make sure that it's balanced somehow. You can take it up a bit because of other bottles. Then you come to this transparency tool, then you pick this object like this. You can see. Do you see that? So can you see? So what you do is you right click and you power clip it inside of the frame we are using for this design. Okay, so what next is to import the second icon. Yes, I name it the first icon though, but that second icon we are importing. So you can increase the size of this icon, place it below, just take your time to make sure it fits. Then you can rotate it like this, then you right click, click on it, then power clip. All right, so immediately you are done with that, so you click on alternate so that you can be able to select the image inside that object one, then you can rotate it this way. Immediately you're done, scroll up, then alternate, click on it, then Control D. You can just select it, come to this other side, then you mirror it to the right. Am I correct? Yeah. So you mirror it this way. So we are already having the design prepared. Okay. So the next thing for us to do now is to import the Maltina logo. Okay. And I import this Maltina logo, put it somewhere around here because I want to have a text. Okay. So immediately you're done with this, you insert the text. Then what I'll do next is click on F8, that's the text too. You type code Maltina for you. Okay. So what you can do is come to this text too, click on Control K, then you highlight this, then you choose. I'll be using Montserrat for this top one. I don't want to use. You can decide to use any font you want, but I'll be using this for this tutorial. Okay, let's try and make it bold. I want to select the font. So cold. Adjust it where. Then for you, I'll make this capital letter. Control. You highlight it. Excuse me. Control A. Then click on Shift F3 and come to this place and choose upper case. Click on OK. And we're adding an exclamation mark, just one. Lately you are done, you select the font you want to use. Okay, so just in case you don't have it like mine, what you can do is you click on alternate, enter, then it's going to show by right. So immediately you click on any text, you can be able to edit it. For you, then I like everything. Control Shift F3, make it lowercase. And I'm going to make this extra book Italy like this. You can reduce the font size of this one. You take it up, then increase the size of this one. Something like this, okay? So I'm going to, I notice the opacity for this my water is too much. The bubbles, okay, so I can just select it from behind, okay. Then this transparency too, you click on this uniform transparency, then you make it, so make it around 60 is okay for me. I'll make it 60. Okay, let's see how 70 looks like. Okay, 40 is okay. So I choose the I click on the other one, so then click on transparency, then uniform transparency. Make this one 40. I don't want it to be very obvious. Okay. Then click on C, highlight the two images together so that you can be able to centralize. Okay, you can bring it down. Then highlight these two texts, click on C, Control G. The one thing I'll advise you to do is you can add a drop shadow. You come to the left toolbar, then click on drop shadow. Then I'm going to use a preset. This flat bottom right is okay for me. So you click on it and just adjust this a bit. Just this a bit so that the text will be able to show before the background and be readable for end user. All right. So immediately you're done, you click on the text, you group the text together, and click on the background, like the page. Then click on C to centralize it together. Then I notice it's one side from my own end. And I can just reduce the size a bit, take it up small. Just all right. So we're done now. Okay. Click on F4, then click on F9 to preview. So we have been able to achieve this. So if you actually skipped any part of this tutorial, I would advise you go back and watch it so that you can be able to learn how to create this Maltina flyer design. In my next tutorial, I'll be putting you through on how to create an envelope an envelope design for church harvests. So if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe so you don't miss any part of this video. Okay, stay tuned and remain creative.